Good evening, vinyl community. North Carolina vinyl picker here on a Tuesday night with a contest entry for Rod the Happy Hippie. And I watched The Old Goat about an hour ago, and he had all the Kiss albums lined up behind him. But I don't have any LPs by Kiss, but I do have a 45. And it's this one right here. It's Beth. So I thought I would show it. But everybody out there in YouTube land know what's special about this? Any takers? Anybody out there? How about you? You know? Maybe you. Maybe you know. Nobody knows, huh? Well, I'll tell you. Detroit Rock City was the A side when this was released in 1976. But they played the B side enough to where Beth became a #1 hit for Kiss, and they re-released it. They re-released the single. This is the re-release one with Beth as the A side and Detroit Rock City as the B side. But originally it was flipped. Bet y'all didn't know that, did you? You might have known that. Did you know that? Okay. Somebody knew that. Everybody's got to know that besides me. Somebody's got to know. Okay, so where are we going to start off with? We have 4 letters to do, and we'll start with the letter K for Kiss. How about this one here? This is one of Rachel's favorite albums, Clap 2. And what connection does this have? Well, it has a connection with the first song on the first side, Calling Occupants of Interplanetary something or other. Calling Occupants of Interplanetary Craft. 7 minutes and 14 seconds long. The Carpenters did that song on one of their albums. Believe it or not, they did that song. They got a little psyche on us. The Carpenters did. Old Karen and Richard. But on the album itself, it just says Calling Occupants. But on the back, it tells you the whole name of the whole song. And now here's the album. And this was a Canadian band, I believe. And somebody, I think someone said that somebody at the time they thought this was actually the Beatles. 1976. Then we gotta go with I. Okay, Iron Butterfly. There's an I for you. In the Garden of Eden, or Indigata Davida. That's what it meant. The guy was so drunk that's what he come up with. And it's all he could say was Indigata Davida. But actually it was in the Garden of Eden. So I've been told. And it's by Iron Butterfly. And this album came out in 1968. This is an OG, I believe. Yeah, that's a good album. We're up to S's. How about Steely Dan? It's my favorite Steely Dan album, Asia. Great album. Anybody doesn't have this album, they need to run out there tomorrow and find a copy. You can get a copy for less than $10 if you look hard enough. I don't know about finding it in Goodwill, but your local record store should have it in its used bin. So there you go. Steely Dan with the first S coming in. Asia. Okay, here comes the second S. This is the band I got into last year. I'm late to the party on this one. Spirit. This is my favorite Spirit album. It's probably everybody else's also. The 12 Dreams of Dr. Sardonicus. Fantastic. And it has their hit Nature's Way on here. And if you listen to one of their other albums, they had the song Taurus. And what is Taurus? What was Taurus? Well, Taurus was Stairway to Heaven. Spirit used to open up for Led Zeppelin back in the day. And so I've been told, and I've read, if you listen to Taurus, the beginning of it, it sounds just like the beginning of Stairway to Heaven. But they went to court, and Led Zeppelin won. But when you got more money than the other band, then that's gonna happen. So anyway, listen to Taurus. Just give it a listen. A pair of headphones, or when you're in a real quiet room. It's not on this album. It's on one of their other albums. But let's listen to that song. Give it a fresh listen. And tell me it doesn't sound like the beginning of Stairway to Heaven. Randy California thought it did. That's all I got. That's K.I.S.S. So everybody have a good night. And then tomorrow night we're going to be going into the new releases that I've picked up and the new items that I've found at a thrift store. And I found some at a record shop and some pickups. And then also we're going to be doing the autographs. Tomorrow night's going to be all the CDs and DVDs and albums that I have that are been autographed. And yeah, that's going to be cool. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And that'll be tomorrow night. All right. Then I got also later in the week, we're going to be doing the rest of those contests that are going around. When they're showing all your records there. So we'll talk to you later. Y'all have a good rest of your evening. Bye for now.